You know that feeling when you sit down to do the big thing, the report, the application, the hard conversation, and your chest gets tight, your mind goes blank, and suddenly, checking your email for the 10th time seems like the most urgent task in the world. That is not you being lazy. That is not a lack of willpower. That is a very old part of your brain screaming that you are in danger. It thinks you are about to walk into a lion's den, not a desk. Your logical mind knows you are safe, but a deeper system has already hit the alarm. It is called the threat response. You feel it as stress, as dread, as that irresistible pull to do anything else. Your brain has one job in that moment: make the bad feeling stop. The fastest way to make it stop is to not do the scary thing. So you don't. You scroll, you snack, you organize your pencils, and the relief is instant. The tension drains away. Your brain just learned a powerful lesson. Avoiding the task makes the threat go away. It got a reward for running, so next time you think about that task, the alarm is louder. The pull to avoid is stronger. This is the loop: threat, panic, escape, relief. Every time you follow it, you wire it in deeper. You are not broken. You are just following a program your brain built to protect you. A program that cannot tell the difference between a deadline and a predator, so the alarm goes off. Your threat brain has you in full retreat. But here is where it gets really interesting. Your brain is not just scared, it is also a reward machine. It wants to feel good right now. So it goes shopping for a solution. It looks for the easiest, fastest thing that will make the bad feeling stop. That is when you pick up your phone, or open the fridge, or start cleaning something you have ignored for months. These are not random choices. They are perfect solutions to your brain's immediate problem. They are low effort. They have a guaranteed payoff. Scrolling gives you a little novel. Food gives you a quick taste. Cleaning gives you instant visible progress. And your brain releases a chemical signal. Call it a reward chemical. It is like a little check mark that says, "Good job, you solved the problem." The problem was feeling stressed, and you solved it by avoiding the source. Every single time you do this, you are drawing a line on a map in your head. You are connecting feel threat to seek distraction. And that line gets thicker, more well-traveled. It becomes the default road your brain takes. This is why willpower feels like a myth. You are not fighting laziness. You are fighting a superhighway you paved yourself, one distraction at a time. And this creates a weird trap. Your smart planning brain gets locked out. This is the part behind your forehead. It is for focus and decisions and long-term goals. But the stress chemicals from the threat response literally weaken it. They pull the power. So when you look at that big important task, your planning brain is foggy. It cannot help you break it down. All it sees is a huge, scary blur, a mountain. Your threat brain is screaming. Your reward brain is pointing to your phone. And your planning brain is just offline, so you stall. And then you feel guilty. You beat yourself up. That guilt is not just a mood. It is another threat signal. Your brain now thinks you are in social danger. You might be rejected for failing. So the next time you see that task, the alarm is even louder. You have trained your brain to be more afraid of it, not less. This cycle is so powerful that your brain will start to believe a story about you. It would rather decide, "I am just a person who procrastinates," than face the terrifying uncertainty of trying and maybe failing. The identity becomes a safe cage. It explains the failure and removes the risk. But it also locks the door, so you are not up against a bad habit. You are up against a full system. A threat detector, a reward seeker, a disabled planner, and a story that holds it all together. It feels permanent, but it is not. It is just a set of signals, and signals can be changed. So the system is clear: threat, escape, reward, repeat. The goal now is not to fight it. That just makes the threat bigger. The goal is to send a new signal, a signal of safety. You have to make the task itself feel less dangerous than avoiding it. This is not about motivation. It is about navigation. You start by shrinking the mountain. Your planning brain is offline when it sees the whole thing. So you turn it back on with a question that holds zero threat. What is the absolute smallest, easiest first step? Not write the report. That is a threat. Open the document and name the file. That is not scary. Go to the gym is a mountain. Put on your workout shoes is a step. You are not doing the task. You are just setting the stage. This does not trigger the full alarm. It is too small. It is like dipping a toe in the water. When you do that tiny step, you accomplish something. Your brain gets a little reward signal, a little check mark. But this time, the reward is tied to approaching the task, not running from it. You are drawing a new line on the map. Think about task, to do trivial first step, to feel okay. You have to make this new path more attractive than the old distraction highway. So you attach a real, immediate reward to the step. After you name that file, you get to have your favorite coffee. After you put on those shoes, you get to listen to one great song. You are not bribing yourself to work. You are training your brain to associate the task with a good feeling. You are replacing the old reward of escape with a new reward of approach. The most important signal you can send is one of completion. Every time you finish a micro step, you tell your brain, "See, that was safe. We survived." This slowly dials down the threat alarm. It proves the lion is not in the room. This takes the power away from the old story. You are not a procrastinator. You are a person who successfully opened a document today. That is a new fact. Your brain collects evidence. Give it new evidence. Over time, the old superhighway of distraction starts to grow over. The new path becomes clearer, not from one huge effort, from a dozen tiny, safe steps. The relief you feel will not be the frantic relief of escape. It will be the quiet relief of clarity. You will look at the thing you avoided and finally see it for what it is. Not a threat, just a series of very small, very doable steps. Your brain was never the enemy. It was just a loyal guard following an old, faulty map. You are the map maker. You get to draw a new one safe step at a time.